tee it up. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sun Devils offense will get first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
On the direct snap, it's Gage. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down defense.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense in pretty good field position. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. With the catch, it's Johnson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Bearcats are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's Gage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sun Devils will snap it on first and 10. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Dalton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. It's a reverse. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Taking it the other way. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Bearcats! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quickly complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best best in the business start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here's the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Try and play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep...
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs and I'm in scoring position.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll get rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
why he gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Red pass, it's complete. At the 45 on its way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. And it passes incomplete, jarred loose by the head.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Makes the catch. It's Butler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Finding an escape route. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
The attempt is no good. And this will stay a three-score game at 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. The give on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. This time on target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And the Sun Devils will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to take a shot on second and short. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Let's go! Let's do it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass. It's Baker. With the catch, it's Johnson. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds in this aerial they'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Though a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They put together a pretty good drive. They had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Gonna run it. It's Gage. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Gage. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. Stop just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking for a man, it's Baker. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bearcats have taken it inside the 20. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. Tight coverage there, did not stop it from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem in the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Really good job by the cover. To make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow deck. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Trying to set up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Hands it off. At the 35, he's loose. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that block lacking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
At the 37-yard line. First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense might bring the house here. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Bearcats are facing 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Got his man quickly. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Stockton. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Catch in the middle. It's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested.
Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. But this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just See what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Finds his man. It's Gage. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out.